I intentionally made a boat. Oh, frig. That's not something I intended to do. Whoops. Well, this section is currently full of these things. Hey guys! I'm Rod the Fox and welcome back to From the Depths. This episode now we are going to possibly finish up the cargo carrier because there isn't much left to it. All we need to do is put in some data blade spinners for the pitch and roll. We need to find a more permanent spot for the AI. Some of the main key stuff we need is already in here. So, and yes, I did give this a permanent name. It's called Lifeline. It just makes perfect sense to me given the importance that the ship has in being, well, the literal lifeline for the whole entire fleet. And I must give an apology to you guys, and especially to the Maddock 82, because there's a few things I said in the last episode that wasn't quite correct. So I want to give an apology on that. But yeah, like I said, like this episode now is just basically just going to be finishing this up. And I think what I might do is I might actually put like, well, I might put in the floors that I'm actually putting in now. Well, a bit late to say that, Rob, saying that you're going to put in floors that you're already putting in. Come on, buddy. I think I will have it like this. I'd probably put in some stairs. Just so like, if someone wants to walk around the ship, they can. So I'll put a chair on it. Because like, unlike other ships, control isn't its main standpoint. Its main purpose is to haul cargo around. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do there. There's don't reach there, genius. This is only 2 high. This is 3 if I can do math. Math honestly really has never been my strong suit. Damn it. Get down there. Copy the friggin' beam that I want you to, for God's sake. Oh, it's like, let me put it in the, put in the stairs here. Against the wall. Genius. I messed up the placement in these stairs. Here we go. I had the stairs done a bit too low. Wait, how is anyone supposed to get out from underneath there? I'll have to do this. I'll have to rotate it. I did not even know that was possible. What the hell? There we go. Now people will have full access throughout the whole ship. Now, where's the AI box? Here it is. I don't quite remember if I mentioned this in the last episode or not, but if I didn't, sorry. But if I did, sorry again, because I'm just going to repeating myself. This one isn't going to need any target prioritization or anything like that, because there isn't going to be any weapons on it, so they're not going to be needed. All this has to do is just fly. That's literally all this thing needs to do. If I must be honest, I'm not really all that familiar with making stuff like this. I mean, I have before because, well, I made the Saboteur, but I used a target prioritization card on that because that was a sabotaging vehicle that was meant to hone in on an enemy aircraft and try to stick itself to it. That was literally its purpose. Alright guys, I want to let you know of something. You guys noticed that all of the combat aircraft except for the last one doesn't have any detection equipment on it. It's because originally I didn't quite know of what type of targeting systems I use for the missiles, and I just realized off camera which ones I could potentially use. Now I want your guys' opinions on this because I want to see how effective they'll be for what they will be used for the enemies that we'll be going up against. Now for the small missiles, I've been thinking of using these, the laser emitters and the laser designators on the missile themselves. Here's why. The small missile aircraft are going to be used at the beginning of the game, mainly for the Deepwater Guard. I'm not sure if any of the designs have changed to include this, but if memory serves me correctly, none of them have any smoke detectors on them or anything to disrupt these lasers. For the medium ones, I've been thinking about using these, the active radar seekers, because these are going to be used for a bit later in the game, like once we built up from the small missile craft. Now, I'm not sure how long we'll actually be able to keep the small missile craft around until we're able to move up to the medium ones. But I figured that using laser designators for the small ones, it will be more or less impossible for them to miss their target unless, like I said previously, the enemy's using a smoke dispenser. But with the active radar seekers, they require a bit more stuff added onto the vehicles. I do need the cameras and stuff put onto them, as well as other detection equipment. Oh yeah, speaking of that, the Maddock told me that I don't need fail-safes on missiles. That's a bit of a force of habit of mine. And there's also, I think, if I remember this correctly, there's a reason why I actually put fail-safes on the missiles. It's this, because I've had aircrafts in the past fire their missiles due to the speed that they were going and just had the missiles collide into the aircraft itself. But with this, I think with this one, it'll check. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong, feel free to correct me on this. As it says here, firstly some rumor error and weapon inaccuracy. Like, I'll just leave this as default, because like, if there's any friendly vehicles in the area, and say if it comes down to a scenario of there's a friendly vehicle in between an enemy, we don't want to potentially hit a friendly vehicle with a missile because they're in between us and the target. And yeah, back to the missile sizes. The large and huge missiles, I'll probably use this to increase the impact damage, but another one would be this, the remote guidance. Now the reason why I'm thinking of using that one, if I was just correctly, is extremely accurate, but as it says here, it uses general purpose processing power. So we're going to need a lot of processing cards for it, which means, well, we're going to need a fair amount of space. And if I remember just correctly, the larger the missile, the more processing power is required. So, and plus, it also gives a bit of variety with the missile launching system. Because, I mean, if we just use active radar seekers for all of them, or if we even use the remote guidance or even laser designators, I can't really say I would never use it for the medium missiles, but definitely not for the large ones, given the targets that we're going to be going up against, because they'll definitely be going up against with smoke emitters, so they'd just be useless. But, like, I use active radar seekers in the past. They're really good, but ever since now that they added the radar buoys, I kind of want to avoid that. So that's why, like, for the larger craft, I'm thinking about using the remote guidance instead of the active radar seekers. And as I've been saying, it gives a bit of variety into it, because instead of saying just use one particular detection type, you'll be fine. Which, well, is true to a degree, but at the same time, if you just use that one single type, you're gonna have to be pretty clever in the way that you get your missiles to the enemy, or else they're either going to miss the enemy, or even on potential rare occasions, hit a friendly. I can't say that's ever happened to me, but one thing I will say that has happened to me is that I had my own missiles come back and hit my own vehicles, like I mentioned earlier, which that wasn't exactly something I consider my most proudest moment. Yeah, having your own ordnance come back and just smack you one. I kind of like the look of the engine pods I got here. Now the question is, should they be made longer, or if I go one more would be too long? I'll have a look. That looks better, because I will continue the intersection here, but I feel like if I bring this out to like this far, like how I had it before, it would just look off. But I like the look of this. This looks really cool. Now let's see what we can do about control and balance. I didn't know this had this. What the heck? What just happened? How did we lose blades? Looks like we lost the blades on this one. I was just testing to see if this was going forward, and somehow like some blades just fell off. What the hell? Here we go, that's looking better. I had to remove and replace the little blades. We're currently moving 3 meters a second. I honestly didn't know that the little blades had the same type of control settings as what thrusters do. I mean, well, it makes sense, but it's not really something you realize until you actually see it for yourself. That's interesting. As you guys see here, I got this one facing upwards. It says thrust direction forward. This one here got placed on the bottom. It's upside down. It says reverse. I didn't know it did that automatically. This is weird. As you guys seen the thrusters, the power scale can go from 0 to 6. This one is still using 1 being the max. How strange. I just realized something too. With these being data plate spinners, if these crafts were to fall in the water, they'd still be able to work. Oh, thanks for making me remember that, brain. I might try the PID system instead, because like I need this to work in a very specific way, and if it doesn't work, I'm gonna be screwed. Okay, I got all the pitching data blades put in here. Now I'm putting in the central main lift data blade spinner. So if you guys have any suggestions or ideas on how I could get this thing to fly, please let me know. I'm all ears. And I even got a helium pump right here to help keep the wait, what? Oh, wait, I don't have any windows in this yet. Whoops. I was wondering why it wasn't working properly. Okay, let me get some glass and fill this in so it don't end up getting to look like a dumbass. Whoa! Okay, that was instantaneous. That was straight up instantaneous. At least it floats now. We just need to get the speed up, and I think we might be fine. Wait a minute. There's stacked ones in here. 11 by 11. That's a bit smaller than the one we're using. How about that 15 by 15? A little bit bigger. Whoa, okay, this is going a little bit faster. Okay. That looks kind of cool, actually. Okay, now let's see if we can actually get this thing to fly. I think what I need to do now is finish up the main lift data blade spinner in here, and then get the pitching one. Like, I might add on a an extension piece, so that way, like, wait. I thought I just, wait a minute. Is it getting out of the water? Yes, I'm not 100% sure. And now we got this thing set to 200 meters. Because I figured like it wouldn't need anything much higher than that, given like the type of aircraft this is. Okay, so it looks like this might need to be a little bit taller. So I might go with a little stack here and see how well that works. And see if we can actually get this thing to fly. Oh my god, this thing, whoa, wait, are these blades? These blades are actually touching. What the hell? I intentionally made a boat. Oh, frig. That's not something I intended to do. Whoops. Okay, let's see if there's anything else I can even do with this thing. Well, this section is currently full of these things. Well, that's gonna do it this time, guys. Next time now, I'll see what else I can do with this thing. But it is moving. Slowly, but it is moving. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna be using these or not. I'm honestly not sure how effective they will be. Give me a moment. I look like I made a wooden whale. Oh my god, I can't believe that I practically made a wooden whale. What in the hell? Oh my god, this is hilarious. But anyway, raise the like button from the depths if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe, ring that bell if you guys want to see more stuff like this. And I'll see you in the next one. Later, guys. Yeah, I think building suggestions for this would be greatly appreciated, since that I seemingly have no clue what the hell I'm doing. This thing is supposed to be flying up 200 meters without looking like a flying whale, because that's not the intended design of this thing.